many familiar faces. It's so nice to see you back. I won't give you any problems for not being on for a while. No pain. I will wait to do that face to face the next time I see you and poke you. But it's nice to see so many of you. Hi. If you are in a place where you can have your camera on, please do so. Tiffany and I absolutely adore teaching to a room of black boxes with your names across it. Like it's our favorite thing to do, right, Tiffany?
No, I actually send them away. Like when I
What?
do my evening coaching, if I ask a question of why they have a black screen and they don't respond, I send them away.
Blah,
Bye-bye. I
blah.
appreciate you and you're out.
I'll give you I'll push you to the waiting room at least. Tiffany sends you out, blocks you, bans you. You're dead to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to unlock my video. It's not working. I'm not sure what the problem is.
That's okay. At least you have an excuse. Like at least you let us know.
If
And
you
if
let
you're
us know, I won't kick you.
Thanks.
And right, Helen says we are never sarcastic. Never. New England is not known for having salty, tell it how it is people in this world at all.
I was in Texas last week for the entire week. Rolled my eyes a lot. They didn't know how to take those eye rolls. I was like, it's a New England thing. Get over it.
Yes. Well, welcome to the growth call. If this is your first growth call with us, welcome. It's usually the part of the day where I'm highly caffeinated, super sarcastic, and when nobody else is here to make sure we behave, things get a little crazy. And Tiffany and I have decided to give something a little bigger away today. So make sure you
Like
stay
that.
on. Huh?
I
No,
want
no,
to show.
no, you can't show them till the end because that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Friends, let's talk
Meaning.
about. No, no, I am mean. My kids tell me all the time how mean I am. My
It's okay.
clones tell me that. So let's talk about something because Tiffany and I are so hot on this when it comes to staying in touch with your sphere, getting public, sharing what you do. Because should they be secret agents, Tiffany? Should this group of people like be undercover?
Only if you want to pay a lot of money and not make a lot of money.
So we have the saltier side of Tiffany today. If you haven't noticed, there's going to be no less salt, more salt. We're both on the same soapbox today because what so many of you ask me is, Brooke, I want it. I need more leads. I need a bigger database. I need this. I need closings. And then I look at your social media and it's the saddest thing on the planet. So I want you all to sit back and do this exercise with you right now. Okay. I want you to imagine your Facebook business page. And if you don't have a business page, you can't do this because you haven't even opened your space yet. So there's your coming soon sign. Okay? So when you sit back and you visualize your business Facebook page, what is it about it? Give me some descriptive words when it comes to it. Are the lights off? Are there spiders in the corner? Tell me about your business Facebook page. Boring? That is the last word I would consider you to, Sandra. You're the least boring person I know.
But my personal super fun, my business, I'm not putting the same amount of love into. But I'm being honest, I'm being transparent here.
I know. So how do you think that makes the people feel who are checking you out
Totally.
to see if they want to do business with you before going forward with clicking on things?
I agree.
Yeah.
There's
So many
room for improvement.
There's always room for improvement. Yesterday, if you are not following along with what I'm doing the 12 days of Techmas, and
Yeah.
my post didn't go scheduled. So this morning I woke up and I was like, hi, I wonder how my post did not go out on the Tickety Talk. It did not go out on Facebook. It didn't go nowhere because it didn't land on the first spot. Things happen, but we've got to be consistent. Things are going to hit and they're going to work, and some are going to be a flop. And guess what? That same thing could hit 6 months later and differently. The thing is, we have to get consistent. Consistency is the one word you're going to hear across the board when it comes to social media. Tiffany, what are you seeing with our friends and their social media pages?
Well,
Oh,
it's a lot of real estate and not a lot of personal.
so I'm not in real estate mode, Tiffany. I just bought a house from you 6 months ago.
Exactly. So if you bought a house from me 6 months ago, what is my business page sharing with you, right?
Right. If your business page on social media was your brick and mortar, do you have like spikes? And what is that fence with the things on it that they put on top of jails? Right? Are you screaming, keep away, get out?
Times, yes.
Right? What is that stuff called though? Barbed
Barbed
wire.
wire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have barbed wire? Wasn't there was an awful Pamela Anderson. Anyway, there horrible tattoos from the 90s as well. I missed that slightly. But what is your Facebook saying about you? So here's what happened, and it's the weirdest thing because even I suffer from a love-hate relationship with social media. Would you know that if you were one of my friends on social media? Exactly, right? Because it's my lead pool. It's how I know everything about all the people in my world that I want to be in deeper relationship with.
Let me
So
ask you a question on that. When you do your tech miss or whatever it is you're doing, do you also share it personally on text with the people that you care and love with?
I text it to the people I care and love with. I do not share everything back to my personal page because you know why? They hate me for sharing everything of KW or technology all the time. Do you know what they want? Hope Robin Silva. That's all they care about. They only care about my daughter and accomplishments and fun things and recipes and food. My family is so oversaturated by real estate and technology at this point in my life that I am very particular about what I share back because here's what happens. Your family sees it. They ignore it, they roll by it, and now what's going to happen is they're going to stop seeing it because all these social medias think things are not important to those readers. So therefore, all of a sudden, they're like, I haven't seen a post from Brooke or her business page in ages. It's because they're not interacting with it. We, as agents and associates of KW, have this burning desire to share everything with everyone at all times, whether I want it or not. And if it's not even valuable or needed for me, you're going to barf it on me because you feel I need it. And we do the same thing to our databases. I've done it. I have been in relationships. So Helen put something really funny in. You only know your love-hate relationship with Facebook by direct message. How many of you have gotten a direct message out of the blue from someone, you had them on Facebook, you probably went to high school with them 25 years ago, and all of a sudden they want to be your BFF?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, because they're selling something new, or they have a party, or they need something from you without any relationship.
I think my favorite one is you watched my reel, now buy my product. No, thank you.
No, thank you. I mean, no, thank you. We have to give before we can have that big ask. Tiffany, talk about the piggy bank because when you and I started working together, you did this analogy in the beginning about a relationship piggy bank, and it's my favorite thing, and I've stolen it and used it for years now about relationships.
Well, it's deposits and withdrawals, right? When you look at how many deposits do you put out there before you take a withdrawal, right? This business is like that. So you obviously can't take a withdrawal on a negative bank account. How can you take a withdrawal on a negative relationship that you haven't poured into?
Right. And that's where you may find our posts silly, weird. And you're like, what does this have to do with real estate? We are not here for just real estate. We are here to cultivate relationships at the end of the day. And if all you're doing is spewing real estate acid spit on people who don't want to hear it, or it's not valuable or needed, then you're missing the mark. Same thing with this burning desire to spend 8 hours a week cultivating a newsletter I am not going to open or read.
Are you sure you're not going to open and read a newsletter that talks about real estate when you're going to live in your house until you're 6 feet under?
Or you have a mofer that doesn't catch me because I just bought a house from you, or I just sold with you, or I just invested, or I just did something with you. We are missing the mark so big. And in 2024, we have to focus on two things when it comes to our database. And that is what these posts have always meant to. And when Katie Barai came out with this next phrase I'm going to give you, I was like, I've been doing this for years. Where have you been? Are you listening in on me? Is it valuable and is it needed? not to you, but to the person who is getting it. Because I can guarantee you, friends, there's a lot of stuff I get in my email that I don't care about. What we have to care about is staying in touch with people. But you're spending 8 to 10 hours a week cultivating newsletters and things that nobody clicks through. You design these 7-page emails full of graphics that probably end up in spam, and nobody clicked through. Nobody's clicking through, nobody's reading it. But if you use things like monthly neighborhood nurtures and other things that pop up, you could send a blank email with nothing in it and a subject line. I can guarantee you nobody's going to reach out to you and be like, hey, the email is blank. Because they're not reading it. I know, Bailey, it's so sad, right? But it's true, because our KWI data shows us that nobody's clicking through. So if they are just stacking up your name in an inbox for when they do need you, why are you putting so much sweat equity into a newsletter that does not matter? Valuable and needed is going to be the phrase you need to memorize, have tattooed somewhere so you can see it in the mirror, put it on a sticky note, make it your background. It's your mantra for next year. But Tiffany, how do they do that? Like, how do they figure out what's valuable and needed?
How about ask?
I told you she was different today. I told you she was salty. This is where they're
Well, really, at the end of the day, right? You ask the question, first off, how many of you don't know what a reason to call your database is?
They're scared of you. They're not going to. Okay, Bailey. Okay.
So if you don't have a reason to call your database, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Friend, the reason I'm calling you is because I want to put this great piece together and offer value to you. If I were to create something and send to you, what would you find helpful? I'm thinking about these things. Would you like that?
Outside of real estate.
Right. And outside of real estate, let's talk about that for a minute, because here's a really cool thing. Like, outside of real estate, you can do business to business networking, and you could turn around and call your business. Call your business up and say, hey, Mr. Business, it's December. I want to feature a local business. Who do you know? What are you giving away? What's your feature? What's your favorite? Like, if you call a pizza place, what's your pie of the month, right? Like, what should I share?
It's funny. It sounds a little bit like what we've been doing in the 2-on-1 club for like 2 years.
Yep.
Funny how we build those things for you guys.
We like things for free.
They do. And here's the thing. Almost everybody does something, sells something, is a service. There's a need for them to bring more money or people into their own worlds. Nobody says no to free marketing unless they are so busy and if they say that to you, great. Do you know I have a huge network? Do you want me to help you put out an ad for more help? Do you want me to blast that to my database of people? Now you're bringing value to someone in your world. The other day, I had someone who could not meet with me, a local business owner that I need something from. And they said, Brooke, I have no time. I am doing the job of 3 people. And I said, fantastic.
Who do you need in your life?
Right. My son's going to be on school break. What are you looking for? How can I help you craft what you need? And can I send it to my database and post about it? And they were like, what?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, because I need something from you and I'm never going to get it if I don't help you get there first. Small things. So is it valuable? Don't ask me to spell it. Is it needed? Valuable is a hard one to spell and to say. So that's what the growth call content is about. I need you to shake off the limiting belief that everybody in the region is posting this. Good. Let them. You know why? Y'all have different networks. Do you know why you see it so much? Because the first thing people do when they join the market center is they seem to friend request everyone. You've met me once or you've been on the growth call with me 2 minutes? Great, friend request. It happens all the time. So you're seeing it because that's the world you live in. but everybody has a different database. Everybody has a different community and people on their Facebook. So don't worry. Are you going to have overlap? Cool. What happens if 10 of you post and I comment on 6? Because somebody tagged me or somebody responded to something I say. Not everybody's going to do the same things over and over. So it is so important to just be out there and be consistent. Let us do that for you. Valuable. Thank you, David Blanco White. Make sure you are setting aside time after this call, 3 to 3:30, every single Monday to schedule this through Command. And if you don't know how to do that, meet with your Market Center tech trainer or answers.kw.com, schedule a social post. Answers.kw.com is Google for KW people. It is the best thing on the planet. All right, soapbox moment over. Are you ready for the growth call content, Tiffany?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Basic. Can you see the calendar? I can't see you guys, so somebody, yeah, Tiffany, yeah.
Yes.
we can.
Okay, perfect, thank you, okay. Look at you guys, how did you get in here when I haven't even published the link yet? Oh, some sneaky.
I know.
Yep, if you notice, I always put at the end of the month the link to the next month in there. So there's a couple, let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, we got some, yep, an anonymous, yep. What is that, an anonymous? Anyway, before we get into that, we are looking to rename the growth call. So in the Saturday, you are going to find a quick form to fill out on what do you think we should rename the growth call to? Quick, it's a couple questions. That's it. We need to rename this. We want to make it current for 2024 to match what we're doing for all of you and make sure it makes sense. Would you have joined this if you didn't know what it was called? Or is it just because somebody came in and pointed at things and said, join this, they give you social media. Brooke is on fire and insane most days, laughs at her puns, and then they teach you tech that matters, right? What would you call this? So use that form, fill it out, not now because we're going over growth call content. All right. I made this one for Cassie. If you don't know, Cassie Sylvester is the reason I want to adopt every dog. She's always posting about fosters, but this one's for her today. These little pupperoonies are having a snow day. And just because you don't have snow doesn't mean snow isn't falling in New England. So snow days are here in some parts of New England. What's your go-to winter activity? Is it a book? Is it snowman sculpting? Is it ice fishing? Is it hiding under a blanket and wishing you were on a tropical island? But these are all, yes, Tiffany and I, that is why I did Melikilikimaka today, because I need to, my hands are like popsicles. But how do you winter? So put it in the chat. Are you a winter person? Do you winter? Ew, we have growth. Oh my goodness. But how do you winter? Let me know. Personally, there is no winter sport. If you saw me, I look like the kid from A Christmas Story outside who can't move. You have drizzle. Cross country. Cook. I like to cook as well. Blanket in a movie. See, these are my people. These are my people. We don't outdoor sports. Yep. I also like to watch it from inside a warm house while my husband snow blows or the plow guy goes by. Yep. And these little puppers. How could you say no to not filling that out? Hibernating. I love that term.
Yeah. I baked all day this morning. This morning I cooked, and yesterday I baked. I'm right there with you.
A lot this weekend. Yeah. So next up, we haven't done a color thing in a long time. We were putting out color palettes for a long time. So I want to know, are you one of those people who switches out their holiday decor? Like, do you change your whole bedding set, curtains, living room? Do you become a holiday masterpiece or based on the seasons? So check out this color palette for some inspiration from artist Sarah-Nay Clark. This lady also has really cool free printable coloring pages that I love. And we're asking what color did they like on this palette. Now I know this looks little, but there is a large white box around it so that when you put the DBA logo on it in command, it lines up correctly. So what color do you love these colors? Oh my god, I love these colors. I'm a color person. This one, this cranberry right here. So good. But this facilitates conversation where you might have people that go bonkers, right? Even the toilet paper has snowmen on it. Like the cover, like the thing, the reds, the shower curtains, the curtains. I don't have time for that. I wish I did. But my mom is that person. I will walk into her house this week and every curtain will be red with holly berries on it. It's adorable. And this is why we love Doris. All right. And then, Sandra, you do? This I got to see now. And then for our This or That Thursday, we're battle holiday flavor. So are you team gingerbread or team peppermint? Which is the ultimate holiday flavor? Now, we've had posts like this in previous years. Here's what's so cool. If you've got local cookie places or local candy places, make sure to go try it and tag them. Somebody sent me gingerbread cookies from the Yum Yum Shop in Wolfboro. Who's been to the Yum Yum Shop in Wolfboro? Oh my goodness. If you have not heard of it, so delicious. They are the most delicious things on the planet. My daughter opened it and almost turned inside out because she went there once as a 4-year-old and remembered it. We love gingerbread in this house. So, are you peppermint? Are you gingerbread? Tag local places in. Ask people if they have recipes. Do you make it? Do you make gingerbread houses? Do you have a picture of your gingerbread house? All these things are going to help you facilitate conversation while helping you get to know people better. Now, what do you got to do with the information that you're going to get out of this? What's one thing you can do with this info?
Have more conversations.
What else do you got to do with it?
Post it.
Post it. What else you got to do? If somebody responds, where should it go? Up here doesn't
Your
count.
notes-
Add them to your contacts.
Notes in your database.
In command. In command. Here's a really sneaky trick too. When you're in Facebook doing things, when you're on that person's profile, you can actually bring their profile back and put the whole link by copying the whole link in the web address and putting it into the contact so that way in the future you are not squirreling down a rabbit hole of social media hell. Instead of lead generating, you just go to their contact, you tap or click on Facebook, it brings you there, you do what you're supposed to do, and you exit out. So as you're on it, go back, tag things, add notes. Would you want to send them a gingerbread cookie or a gingerbread house? Small things. All right. Every week, with or without permission, we give stuff away. And this week, Tiffany has the most fantastical, magical giveaway for you. And I was jealous because I would have taken it. So there you go.
Oh, that's good.
I know, right? Does anybody know what that is?
It is the Bold Daily
Good.
Planner. And what I love about this thing, and I have a digital version, like I literally took this and I made a digital version of it. But at the end of every single month, it asks you for your reflections. At the
Oh,
beginning of the book, it has your GPS. It has your 6 personal perspectives, and those that are not new, go to that class. It has more GPSs in the back, and it has notes in the back.
yes. And if you have never been to 6PP or it's been a while and it's dusty, request it. The Regent comes into your market center and does it all the time. I travel all the time and do it. It is my #1 most favorite class to do on the planet.
And we don't often do this. We usually do this behind the scenes. So I'm going to caveat this with, I am literally blind. So if I spelt your name wrong, I apologize in advance. But
And
I was
refuses to
typing
wear
fast.
glasses.
Yeah, pretty much. So here we go. Switch it. Everybody
Ooh,
see
and
my
you have
screen?
me here. Wheel of Misfortune, turn, turn, turn. What is the lesson we shall learn? We're friends if you know what that's from. Well, you can spin. Hey, go. Is it spinning?
It just spun.
Oh, Marianne, are you on? Gotta be on. Hold on.
Yes. Hi.
You won the Bold Planner.
Oh, thank you. But is it okay? I am cyberbacker of Mary Zainal.
Can we? So then it goes to Mary Tino.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Look at that, Mary. There you go. We will get it out to you in the Cape Codders to the Market Center. Good.
Mary, text me. You have my cell phone. Text me the address you want it mailed to. I'm leaving for Connecticut after this call, so I will mail it out to you probably Friday.
Thank
Oh,
you.
just have Cassie mail it when you get down there from the region.
Yeah, no.
Okay, fine.
Mail it on Friday.